Hi guys, I tried to find some way to get unblocked from posting videos on Facebook, and I can't find anything. So I'm gonna try this because from what I understand, it is the only way to do it. I'm gonna post this on YouTube and then share the link on my Facebook, and I'm sorry, but this is just so much easier than typing everything out. I'm so sorry. Okay, so today we opened the staging area at La Iglesia del Pueblo, the Church of the People in Groves. I went down there and started setting up tables and immediately got help. Like within 30 minutes, I had other people there. And I'm going to tag the people who spent most of the day there just because they're incredible. And I'm going to go ahead and throw one of them out real quick. Nikki Turner, she just rocks my socks off. She was there from the very beginning to almost the very end. As a matter of fact, I think she came up at one point to start to tell me that they might be easing their way out. And I mentioned that somebody had brought food for the workers, and she was like, "Oh, okay." And so they ate and stayed longer, um, which was not my intention, by the way. But there are other people who were a huge help, and honestly, some of them I don't even know. So I hope that this video somehow reaches them because I'm hugely thankful. Actually, most of the people that were there for the longest time, I don't know. And some of them told me their names, and some of them I remember, and some of them I don't think I ever got their names. But anyway, we'll go back to that. Staging area is open. We got, well, we already had some donation from Louisiana that we needed to just set up. Y'all know I delivered some of that yesterday. There was still more. So we got the food set up, and well, I'm just going to jump ahead because I kind of thought this was going to be a slow, let's get set up, let's try to get word out there that we're here so that we can get donations and then we can get people coming in. But it was like, bam, bam, bam. A donation came in. Jeff Dawkins, thank you very much for sending them our way. Huge, like a trailer full of clothing. And then we ended up getting, I don't know if it was one or two more people that brought clothes. And at that point, we had to cut off bringing clothes in because there was just a huge, like, I'll when I can, I'll post video. I don't know when that's going to be, but of the assembly line that was set up from the parking lot to inside, and we just ended up with a huge mountain of bags of clothes. And I'll talk about that later. But anyway, we did cut off accepting clothes, cleaning products, hygiene products, baby products. They seem to disappear as quickly as they got there. We did have several people come in um, and get, whatever they needed. Now, because everything happened so quickly, I feel like we could have been better organized. I just was not expecting to receive so much so fast. So what we did, and there was people constantly working on getting clothes out. We'll talk about it in a minute. Um, what we're doing tomorrow is at 10 o'clock some volunteers are going to start working. Tomorrow, I got it figured out. Tomorrow is Sunday, and we at the church will have a short church service also at 10 o'clock. But people that are not involved in the church service will go into, we have everything set up in the fellowship hall, except that we took the huge mountain of clothes to another room. They'll start to sort and organize the clothes that are out and just make sure that when people come in, things are easy to find and you don't have to just be throwing things everywhere to find what you need. We also want to make sure that everything that's out is something that we are proud to donate. Um, and then they'll start bit by bit, bag by bag, moving the stuff from the other room into the fellowship hall and sorting it that way. There was just so many clothes in that room, and then people were coming in to search for stuff and digging in the bags, and it was just it was It was kind of messy. So we're just going to clean it up and make sure that everything is where it should be and easy to find. But again, we are not taking on clothes. So at 10 o'clock, some volunteers are going to come in and start doing that. I am going to ask the people of our church, and a lot of them were affected by the storm. So I don't know how many are even showing up for church tomorrow. Two, I don't know how many are available to volunteer time tomorrow. But whoever is available from 10 until 1 are going to be trying to organize and sort. We are also going to start taking donations at 10 o'clock, anything but clothes, so that hopefully our other tables will be well stocked by the time we open for pickup at 1 o'clock. And at 1 o'clock, we will be open um, for people to come in and get what they need. Um, and we will probably stay open till 7 again tomorrow, God willing. And I'm not setting that in stone because I just don't know how tomorrow is going to go. So we will open at 1, and hopefully we'll get some other things in. In between all of that, in between having church and trying to help organize and make sure everything's running smoothly at the staging area, we have a crew coming to my dad's house and also to my sister's house to help them clean it out, get the flooring out, get the sheetrock out, get all of the stuff out at my sister's. And my parents, it'll be getting stuff out so that they can take the flooring out to get stuff back in. Because my parents didn't have nearly as much damage. So I'll kind of be back and forth, but getting out of there will also afford me the opportunity to do the shopping spree that I've mentioned I am going to do. I do still have donation dollars, your donation dollars, and I'll tell you it is $305 is what I have right now from your donation dollars. And the biggest need right now has been cleaning products. Like, could not keep them supplied. Like, they'd get there, they'd leave. So I did get the number of someone who apparently has some of the donations that were left somewhere else that is now closing. But when I tried, and they were looking for somewhere to take it, I tried to get a hold of that person and was not able to. I'll try again tomorrow because it would be fabulous. They tell me that there was cleaning products, baby supplies, hygiene products, a lot of the things that are going really quickly. I am told that there was left over at the other place that is now closed. So if I can get a hold of him, if he hasn't found somewhere else to take it already, that would be really cool. If he's found somewhere else to take it, obviously it's going to help somebody anyway. So, okay. But either way, your donation dollars still are going to be used. Um, I have a feeling it's going to end up for that. There's just so many people needing to clean, and the times that we didn't have it at at the church today, there was always people coming in asking for it. Rubber gloves and cleaning products of all types, but Clorox is high on the list, and rubber gloves are high on the list. So I will, on one of my back and forth trips, take care of that. Also, it seems like it was another day, but this morning I delivered bread to somebody who needed bread, and I also took bread and lunch meat and mayo and mustard and jelly um, from our stock that we've been working up and from the donations in Louisiana to Amber and her husband Jason, and they made a bunch of sandwiches. They also donated some of their stuff. Like I had jelly, she had peanut butter. They spent this morning making sandwiches, and by the time the sandwiches were ready, I had actually told them I'd try to get back by to pick them up to get them somewhere where they could be used. By the time that happened, the staging area was like going. And so I was trying to find somebody that could help me do that. And Amber was like, just tell me where to take them. So we got those to the hub in Port Acres. So thank you, you guys that have helped out with that type of stuff. Thank you, Amber and Jason. Um, Like, I messaged one of the girls who's very active out there, and I was like, hey, do y'all need to be fed? Y'all need some sandwiches? Like, yes, thank you. So that's a really cool feeling. Um, just being able to convert what you guys have sent this way to a need. And I just feel incredibly blessed that the need is not mine. And so it's so I mean, aside from just being exhausted, it's almost fun, taking what you guys have turned in and what other people are donating, and just doing something to help out in this community. Okay, so that's really the full run of it. I am going to post pictures. I took several videos, but I can't post them because I'm in trouble. So I'm going to post the pictures, um, that I can. You'll see people hard at work, I think. I don't know, I haven't looked at the pictures, but I snapped several throughout the day as the levels of stuff was changing. And hopefully you can see exactly what's happening, and what's just some of the story of the aftermath of Harvey. A lot of people have asked me, how long we're going to stay open. And I don't have an exact answer for that. There, I, I got home, like, I think it was an hour ago that somebody posted that some of her family was just rescued. Okay, I've been a little separated from everything that's gone on today, but it just blows my mind that today is Saturday, and it's been a full week since the whole Harvey thing started here. Um, Last Saturday, I had my promo tap class, and I posted my in your face, Harvey, we did it anyway, because it was barely sprinkling that morning. Now, it did rain harder that night, but uh, but for us, it didn't get bad until Monday, and then of course Tuesday was awful. Um, but this has been the longest week ever. Um, I hope I never meet anyone named Harvey, because I might punch him in the face. Anyway, guys, the staging area is going. We were talking about how long it's going to stay open. Right now, people are starting to clean out their houses, and they're needing products to do that. And of course, they're going to need things after that as they start to rebuild their homes. I feel like as long as we have the donations coming in and they're going out, people are needing them, um, we're going to try to keep supplying them. If we come to a point where we're not getting anything, but we have the clothes left over, then I feel that that's the time when people are done. Their insurance is starting to come in, and FEMA's kicking in, stores are opening, and they're getting back to work, and they're not looking anymore for just help in that way. They're getting back on their own 2 feet, and trying to do it on their own. When things slow down to that point, I think is going to be the time to call it, unless that goes on for too long, because I don't know how long I'm going to have the volunteers. I'm going to start, needing to work, I think, maybe, possibly. Um, I think we're just going to take it day by day. For the foreseeable future, I see at least a week of uh, of this, because in a week kids will start school. It looks like in most of the area, most are saying, and I know some of that may change. Um, Beaumont's still without water, running water. So I mean, there's a lot of things that are still just not decided, because um, the whole thing hasn't settled down. There's still flooded areas. So we're going to take it day by day, and we're going to keep helping people as long as we can, um, until it seems like they're getting back on their own feet, or finding another way to make it happen. But as long as the staging area can work, and I have the volunteers to keep it running, even if that means cutting back on hours or whatever, then we'll do that. But like I said, the need is still great, so we're just going to keep serving, and I'm going to keep it in prayer and see how it goes. So once again, thank you guys. Um, Tomorrow 10 o'clock, we need volunteers, and we'll start taking donations. We'll start sorting through the mountain of clothes that we have now. At 1 o'clock, people can come pick things up. So if you know somebody who needs help, we'll be open at 1 o'clock. We had really decent amounts of just about everything today. Just you had to hit it at the right time. So hopefully that'll will be a little better stock tomorrow with other stuff besides clothing, and we'll also do a shopping spree with your donation dollars and get some of those items that are most needed. 6355 25th Street in Groves is the address. And I think that's it for today. So thank you guys. Love y'all. Hate Harvey. Kind of over it. But it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Um, I'm gonna tag people because awesome people volunteered today, and I'm really appreciative. Thank you and good night.